He's also does surgery, actual surgery. So he did something on your eye. Talk about that.
Okay. Woke up one morning at the end of filming and thought, well, the only thing I haven't really experienced is a physical surgery. Maybe I should see what that feels like.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you're not really supposed to do that.
Would do what?
Well, you're not supposed to, you can't really volunteer for a surgery.
Oh, you can't volunteer.
You know, if you're assigned a surgery, you can say, I'd like to have a physical one, but you can't assign yourself a surgery.
Oh, I see.
So I went in front of John of God and I said, well, you know, I wear glasses when I use a computer. Do you think you could fix my eyes? And he smiled and he said, yes, we can do a surgery.
And he's in an altered state. He's in a trance with these.
This is the spirit. Of course he knows what I'm up to, right? So I'm going to have this. I've got all the cameras set up, and I'm going to have. I'm hoping I'm going to get the eye scraping surgery.
You're hoping for that?
Well, to be honest, I thought, well, that looks pretty easy. Maybe.
That's intense. He scrapes your eye with like a little what?
I'm thinking, well, you know, maybe it's a little sleight of hand. Maybe if you're fairly meditative, you don't really feel it.
I see.
So he takes me and he...
You're on stage in front of all these people.
Takes me on stage and he puts my head back and he takes what looks like a kitchen knife and he starts to scrape my eye. Well, at first, I don't feel anything. I feel his hands.
Which eye? Both eyes?
Just my left
eye.
eye.
Okay.
And then, when he comes back to scrape it, I felt everything.
You feel him touching?
It was like, oh my gosh, this guy is really scraping my eyeball with a kitchen knife and this is killing me.
Oh my God.
And I'm like this going, ah. And I'm saying in my mind to the spirits, what's going on? I'm supposed to have spiritual anesthetic.
Yeah, and you didn't.
And
they forgot.
Scraping and scraping.
Oh
and then finally, I think when I was about to give up,
he
said, the spirits in my mind said, okay, you can have your anesthetic. And it was like they shot me and I went, oh.
Why did they let you feel it? Because they wanted to know it was real.
I think they wanted to teach me a lesson. I said, I want to feel it. I want to see what it feels like. And I wasn't quite 100% sure. And they showed me, oh no, this is real. He really does this, and you really do get spiritual anesthetic. And I think that was really the turning point where I said, okay, I'm absolutely convinced
that something's happening. But what was the effect of this real surgery?
The effect wasn't very good.
It wasn't?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, I think partly because I wasn't really doing it for the right intention. And secondly, when you've had an eye surgery, even if it's invisible, he asks you not to read for a week.
Oh.
And I kind of had a hard time
with
the email. So I don't think it did a lot for my eyes. I had somebody test them and they said my left was better and I should have my right done. And I said, no,
you know what? So it wasn't anything bad that happened. It just wasn't anything that you could noticeably see.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you do have nice bright eyes, though. So the other thing is, people go and he also asks them not to have sex, not to eat spicy food.
If you have a spiritual surgery,
yes,
you can't have sex for 40 days the first time, or 7 days the second time.
Okay.
And I actually have a funny moment on my documentary because we interview a girl who did break the rule.
Oh, what happened to her?
I said, which rule did you break? And she admits she broke the sex rule.
And so...
Oh, you've got to watch the documentary.
But what happens?
All right, so she tells me she's itching, and she's going like this on her arm. And I said, your arm's itching? And she goes, no, not my arm.
Really? Yeah. So the idea behind that is to just keep the energies into yourself, right?
They say, you know, these are a few rules that the spirits say, and I think it's about the energy. When they do a spiritual surgery on you, they're setting you up in a cocoon of energy, and you know, sexual energy is definitely going to change that. They also don't want you eating spicy food, but I think it's about, they don't want you messing up that energy. They don't want you going for any kind of energy healing from anybody else while they're working on you.
Right.
And they do continue to work on you.
For how long? For at least 40 days?
They work on doing surgeries for about 7 days.
Wow.